This on the air, it completely sold out in the 120 count. This is the WellBeauty Hair Nutrition. Now, I don't need to tell most of you watching that when you hit a certain age, you start to see a whole lot more strands on the floor, right? Or you start to see that part that opens up, or right at the hairline, it starts to become a little bit more sparse, right? As we age, your hair and the follicles from which they grow need more support. And I'm going to introduce you in just a moment to the woman who literally traveled the world to make sure she could find a solution for herself and for women and men all around the world. This is a restocked bestseller from OMI Beauty, and it's available in everything from 30 to 120 count. There is no reason to do anything other than the 120 count because, trust me, when you see the results, you will scramble to go back to QVC.com and order more, and it will likely not be there. 25,000 orders have been placed already. We have it available in a 30-day supply. You're going to take 2 capsules a day. We have it available in a 60-day supply, and we have it available, and the best value obviously is for the 120-day supply, but we are down to 3,300 available in, I assume, Mike, the 120-day. Okay, now, if you are new to QVC and you think 3,300 is a lot, listen to the countdowns throughout this presentation as I bring in, and I'm so delighted to be on the air for longer than 5 minutes with Naomi Whittle. Good to see you. I'm going straight for the hug.
So excited to be here with you.
Massive fan of this brand already. Take many of her supplements, and this is actually a woman that we reached out to, QVC reached out to, who had been on air with us before, but during the pandemic actually was when we reached out and we said, we want to focus on women, we want to focus on women's nutrition, we want to focus on giving her what she needs, and you are the gal to bring it to us.
It blew my mind, and it made me cry actually, because during everything that we were going through, to get that call from QVC that said our focus is the well-being of all of us, like we're a family here. And so I was so honored, and I'm so excited to be here, and I can't wait to show the before and the afters of this amazing, amazing product.
Well, actually, you are a walking before and after,
yes,
right?
Why don't we start with mine?
Yeah,
That's
let's
a good
start with your
idea.
story.
So here I was in Italy, and I was on set in an orchard with Dr. Janda. And I said, let's just take a little quick selfie because I love her so much. She's so incredible, and I can't wait to tell you more about her. But look at the part in my hair. So when I got home...
Wait, can you do this? Bend down and show everybody. Yeah. Okay, so we see in that photo there's a clear difference. Thank you. Okay.
So that was just over a year ago that I was there. That was a year ago, April. And I came home, I looked at that picture, I had that, you know, that exact feeling, and I'm sure you felt it too, right? Like that feeling. And I said, okay, I've spent my entire life dedicated to bringing the best that science and nature have. This time it's for me. And I went to New Zealand, actually, which is where the world's finest hair, natural science comes from. And this is it.
And this is it. So you take 2 of these a day, and you are basically infusing yourself, and this is the key, right? Because technically this is a beauty show. We're on our beauty set, right? And we're talking about what so many of us attach ourselves to, identify with, which is our hair, right? And when that becomes sparse, we lose it because of age. The follicles on our scalp aren't holding on to the hair like they used to. You feel like you are losing part of your own identity. Now, whether that's the right reaction or not, that's a whole other conversation, right? But the fact remains, when you see that change, it's a panic moment. And it's something that Naomi can relate to, right? But instead of going, let me try to put some powders on, or, ooh, let me try to fix it in the topical way, you're literally improving this from the inside out.
And I want to show you all. So this is all new hair growth. And the reason this product, Hair Nutrition, helps to repair the hair follicles so that we grow more hair, and we also reduce the amount of hair that we're shedding.
Okay,
so
let's see
look
some
at
pictures.
this before. This is just 60 days later. And by the way, the clinical study is 90 days. So she took 2 capsules once a day. They're soft, they're veggie caps, they are natural. She literally transformed in 60 days her hair.
Well, look at like the widow's peak, right? Like right above the brow line. If you go all the way to the back, and you see that there's more coverage there.
That's just 60 days. That's not even the entire clinical study, okay? So now look at this. This is,
Oh my God.
again, 60 days later. Look at how, like, her part is almost super straight. I mean, you see how many more hairs have grown in and how much less hair she's losing.
That's
It's
the key,
combination.
right? That's the key. Because if we're going to talk about what's growing, that's one thing. But even after 60 days, what's growing is going to be
Correct.
shorter, right?
Right.
What we're seeing is less loss.
Exactly. Less loss. So here you see it even more. It's interesting because her new hair growth is gray, but you can see they weren't allowed to color
they
their
didn't
hair.
color their hair.
Well, so you
It's
can't.
90 days of growth.
Right? So in the after picture, she had some gray hair there because we didn't
Yes,
allow her to
right.
color her hair. But if that was colored like she had it before, you would see the super density of the increased holding on to her hair. And that's the
I'm more
clinical
focusing
research.
on how many inches have
I know.
grown in 90 days.
Isn't that well? Oh, and by the way, can I show you all my nails? So these are my nails. I've never ever in my life had long nails. These are my nails. Hold on, I'm so amazed and proud of these nails. And you can see just the color. Like there's so much more whiteness. And this is because I've been taking my hair nutrition every single day, and that's what I got.
Your
That's
hair and
like
your
a
nails are
side
made of the
benefit.
same stuff.
Exactly.
guys, right? And so it is feeding that. It is
Yep.
assisting with, if you think about the follicles on your scalp they're not technically muscles, right? But that's what's holding your hair. And if that is fatiguing over time, what do you think happens to the hair inside?
Exactly.
Right? And that can happen for various reasons, but I know in particular, us women over 40, we can relate because we see it more often, right? And looking down at the bathroom floor and seeing either those broken hairs or those long strands, and you're going, well, that's a whole year worth of, one strand that's there on the floor. All you're doing is taking 2 capsules, 1 time a day, and that over time, and we're showing you 60 days, 90 days we're going to talk about in clinicals, everybody, and I mean everybody, is ordering the 120, right? So that is, when you think about it, it's a 4-month supply, right? If you want the 120 day, there are 2,900 now remaining. I last gave you an update of 3,300. So if in a couple of minutes, 400 of those have been ordered, do the math. How many more updates can I give you at 400 each before that's completely gone, right? Your other option is to do the 30-day or the 60-day. You're going to want at least 60-day to really be able to see those results, right? But do what your budget allows. Do I have to take it with food? How do I take it? Does it matter?
I don't. So it depends on you, right? Like I take it all. So this is how I do it because I'm very forgetful, but I can't afford to forget
skip
this.
it. Yeah.
Like I saw my before and I'm not going back. In fact, I'm like thinking about, do I have an afro and like what's going on? And I want to show you this. So just really quickly, I keep mine in the kitchen. I keep them in my bathroom. I keep them on my desk. All I have to do every day is take 2, right? So if I remember in the morning, I take it then. If I forget, it's on my desk. If I forget and it's nighttime and I'm going to bed, I make sure I take it. But here's what I really want to show you.
Okay.
So this is the average amount of hair that we as women will lose in an average month. So we lose anywhere from 50 to 150, mostly like 100 to 150 hairs every single day. They literally come out of our scalp and we see them everywhere. In the clinical study, 100% of the women, think about that, 100% of us got a benefit, right? So 34% of the hair, which is like a third of this, stayed on the head. Healthy, happy, shiny, bouncy. These are all of the scientific results of keeping that hair follicle happy.
Okay, so let's put it another way.
Look at this.
Right? If I look down at the bathroom floor and I say, I can get 34% of what's down there back on my head.
Every month.
And then do that every single time I look down at the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
So assuming there's 100 strands down there, you get another 33 back every single time, right? What does that look like over time?
It looks like this.
It looks like that.
It looks like this.
like the hairline, the
Can you see
part
that?
that looks less like a runway. And now, almost complete. And just to be clear, you didn't use a root powder or anything.
No. This is my hair. Like it's this. it's so interesting because you can't see where the thickness really is. It's deep within, you know, because it's all over my head. So I have way more thick hair here, and this is what my hair was like before.
So quick question, what is the, like, what is the key ingredient?
Okay.
That is making this happen? Because people are going to say snake oil, too good to be true, you know,
Awesome.
how is this
Can't wait
possible?
to tell
So
you.
let's get geeky,
Okay.
let's get science.
So I am very, very geeky. I went to New Zealand and I worked with Dr. Rob Kelly. He has been researching the hair follicle and these powerful beauty peptides, these keratins that makes up 97% of our hair for 25 years. He unlocked the potential for our bodies so that when we ingest it, and it comes from these strong wool sheep found in New Zealand. So that's why I flew 20 hours to go there, to meet with him, to go and really experience the entire process. And then I said to him, like on the last day, I was there for like 10 days, and they were the most amazing days. I said, Dr. Kelly, I love all the work that you've done, and you see my hair. Can you please give me something that's just for me and for us here at QVC? And he literally formulated this patented extract that's specifically for us. You can only find it in my OMI brand. And that was because as such a brilliant research scientist, he understood how passionate I was, not just for my own hair follicles,
Sure.
but like for my mother's, for yours, for all of you. And I wanted to bring that in the very best possible way. And that's why we have this patented, exclusive, from strong wool sheep right here with those before and afters.
So basically, all of us who are shopping around, spending all this money,
Yep.
searching for a holy grail, this is the woman who flew across the world to go to the source itself and to find the biospecific peptide, that elastin that works and responds to the female form so that you can hold on to more hair, create more hair, and have stronger, healthier hair. That's basically what it is. And now here's the animation that's going to
Yes.
show you how this is working.
So we have 100,000 hair follicles, and as we age, our hair follicles get weaker and weaker. You talked about that loosening. These are the little peptides. You see, they pop out. But when you take the hair nutrition, you're literally strengthening the base, that follicle. So we're losing 34% less. Every single woman in the clinical study held on to more hair. Like, I couldn't feel better than that.
You want to talk about like no hesitation, no regrets, no questions. Now, that said, do you still have the 30 days to try it out? You absolutely do, right? Please, please understand it's not going to work if you don't take it, all right?
That's a really important thing. If I could come into your house, my darling.
Here comes a choo-choo. Right.
And I do, you know, I do Facebook Lives, I do Instagram Lives every Wednesday, WellBeauty Wednesday, because I want to be your biggest cheerleader. I want you to be able to share with me, like call in and tell us,
Please do,
Naomi,
throughout the whole show.
We're getting these results. My hair has transformed.
Okay, so just to kind of recap, though, and we're going to see more before and afters, you have 3 options, one of which everybody is ordering and will be the first to go, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it in reverse. This is the 4-month supply. It's a 120-day supply. There are 2,600 of them now remaining, all right? I mean, it takes months to get restocked on these. These are sourced. These are products that in many cases have to be grown. So we can't just crank it out like you can necessarily make a t-shirt. Here it is in the 60-day supply. There are 1,500 remaining in the 60-day supply. And then we also have it in a 30-day supply. 800 only available in the 30-day supply. We have 1,000 orders already. Again, most of that in the 120-day. It averages out a little more than $1 a day. And I'm pretty sure if I came into your bathroom right now and I said, hey, see all the hairs on the bottom right there? If you give me $1, I'll give you 33 of every 100 strands back. I'm pretty sure you'd say, take my money, right? Especially when you see these before and afters. These women who have not just had their hair transformed, but really, in that sense, your life, your identity transformed, because this is such a huge part of who we feel we are.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And each of those hairs that are growing on her head in the before and then the after, where there's so many more. I mean, you can see her entire head of hair is thicker and fuller. Like you can see it right there in that after photo. But her hair is healthier, It's more youthful. It's more shiny. It's got more bounce. It's got more volume.
It's not just looking for more strands,
No,
right?
no,
because
it's
there are also new
stronger.
growth happening.
Yeah.
We can't feel her hair, but it would feel stronger, smoother.
Yeah.
I got to say, Naomi, I think this is my favorite of all of them because this
I
we can
know.
all relate to.
I